All right, Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in our true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to title this lesson, the events of seasons and times. And as we see in these events that's taking place upon the planet Earth, shows us where we at in this process concerning prophecy. And pretty much everything is here. The Lord is about to sum it up. The perfect will of Yahweh Shai is about to be on display. And the results of it is, America, which is Babylon the Great, being totally destroyed. And we are witnessing this process, from the decay and the downfall of this place on all levels, from the infrastructure to the minds of the people. Got protests and riots. You have the Charagma was about to take center stage. The mandate under MOTB. Everything is here. And ultimately, it's going to be capped off by that fire, which is World War III. So, I got this article, and this is from Opera News, and it reads, exact dates Vladimir Putin is expected to launch unstoppable nuclear Satan II missile. See? And this is all biblical prophecy, man. You have to entertain the idea of World War III in this lifetime. Why? Because this is the purpose and the intents of Yahweh Shai. We seeing everything that's going to contribute to this war. The momentum is heading toward this third war. And even concerning that process of prophecy, because it's an order within prophecy. You got, like I said, the Charagma, the MOTB, that plant, of prophecy has been budding forth. You can't go nowhere concerning news without hearing about this digital society. Being on the uprise, CBDCs, those are the new terms of today. And right behind it, you're hearing about war. Whether, they're sending different weapons to Ukraine, or even this. Putin is going to launch this Satan II missile, the unstoppable Satan II. Which, when you read Joel, matter of fact, let's get some real quick before we even go into it. Because World War III is biblical. Matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. And it reads, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. And this is concerning the ancient way of how war was played out. You had to have that certain attire, but by the way of your armor. And you had a sword and a shield. And that what brought forth the confused noise, whether a sword hitting the shield, or you hearing a bone crack, getting hacked, or even a war cry. That's the confused noise. And the garments rolled in blood, meaning what? You had to actually get up on your enemy and, thrust, the sword through, or, So that was an up close and personal battle. It says, but this, meaning concerning this form of war, shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And what do you see today? Nuclear war. That's the talk. You don't hear about just war. You hear about nuclear war. Because this is going to be the end all be all. And what are the tools the instrument that's going to be used, the missiles that's going to bring forth that burning and fuel of fire. It tells you also in Revelation 18th chapter, talks about how the famine is going to come and the death and destruction. And ultimately, the Lord is going to burn her with fire. It's going to be by the way of this third war, World War III. But it says, in the article, it says unstoppable, because ultimately the Spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles. And whether it's going to be, it's not going to be no defect, or even your defense system is going to stop the army of the Lord. So let's get that in the book of Joel 2. Let me get to the point. Yep, Joel 2, and I start at verse 7. It reads, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And this is concerning those thermonuclear missiles. You know, and ultimately that defense system is of this devil is going to be to no avail. It says, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. See? So yeah, these different missiles got a certain destination. You know, there's certain pressure points that is going to hit. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in on his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. See, meaning what? It's unstoppable. Whether the defense system, even now concerning the hypersonic missiles, they actually can maneuver to, you know. So they show you this is the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So going into the article, it reads, Russia President Vladimir Putin is testing his hypersonic Satan II apocalypse missile. And that show you, man, we in a monumental time. You know, the prophets have been anticipating this moment that we in right now. The perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is being on display now, man. It says, and officials in remote districts have been warned to be ready for a test launch between February 15th and 25th. It says Vladimir Putin is poised to spook the West with an imminent major new test launch of his giant 208-ton hypersonic Satan II apocalypse missile capable of carrying nuclear warheads, multiple warheads. Because a nigga might say, ain't no such thing as a 200 million. Nigga just counting the missile, not counting the warheads where the power is at. One missile can carry multiple warheads, just like a helicopter. You don't see just one person in a helicopter. You see a band of troops dropping out of there. You know? So that's how even with the missiles, it carries those warheads, you know, across the world, man. It says the firing may even be tied to coincide with the anniversary of the start of the war in Ukraine on February 24th. It says officials in remote districts of Kamchatka have been warned to be ready for a test launch of nuclear-capable strategic missile between February 15th and 25th. It will be targeted at Kura test range in the far-flung region, and restrictions on movement for local residents will be put in place in 3 districts. So as you can see, the sense of urgency, you know, Russia is in. You know, it was a couple years back they had their nationwide drill. So you show you the mindset those people are in over there. Unlike America, to well, As you can see, they talking about February 15th and 25th, but niggas still gonna be drunk off of Valentine's Day, the Super Bowl and shit like that. They're not anticipating the dangers to come, but us through the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, seeing things through the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. You seeing everything coming together, man. It says military insiders say the expected launch may be a test launch of Unstoppable Satan 2, known to Russians as Sarmat, after unexplained delays in development and deployment of Putin's big beast weapon. See? And concerning Russia and their nuclear tests, they had the biggest bomb that was ever tested was the Tsar bomber, which I believe that word Tsar goes into king or ruler. So they got the recipe for disaster, man, concerning the violent overthrow of this place. Oh, it said it is reported to have no equivalent in the West for the carnage it could at least see. And as you can see, despite all that, I don't give a fuck if the ad is random or not. Why the ad of the Super Bowl in the same article concerning the dangers to come? That show you these people are set to be taken, man. You know, and everything is making sense. It tells you that on the path of the just, it becomes clearer and clearer, man, as we get closer to the perfect day. You know? So matter of fact, let's get this in the book of 2 Ezra 9. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5. Let's get to the point. It reads, "For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end." See? So even, from a winning streak to a actual human, all the way up to an empire that was made, and guess what? It was a beginning to it, and ultimately it has an end. It says, and the end is manifest. See, so we're seeing the end coming to a fruition by the way of these events that's taking place throughout the planet Earth. We seeing the works of Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. See, we seeing the ending and the effects and signs of Yahweh Shema Shai. The results of prophecy. Over the course of time, everything now is a build up to it. Ultimately, a build up to the destruction of America. That's the perfect will of Yahweh Shema Shai, because it tells you the Lord's going to once again glorify his name. And that's going to be done through the violent overthrow of this place. So matter of fact, that's Sirach 36. Let's see, bear with me. It's Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 8:8. It reads, if a man desire much experience, she know of things of old, and conjecture aright what is to come. So, and that's concerning possessing wisdom. You have wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is understanding these scriptures. You're going to have a feel for history, and in that, you're going to be able to conjecture right what is to come, which is concerning prophecy. It says she knows the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. Why? Because ultimately, the subtleties of speech and the dark sentences, the parables, it's prophecy within it. That's why it says she foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times. And that's what we possess. Why? Because we possess the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah. Tell you the Lord, He knoweth what is in the dark. And He have revealed that unto us. And we seeing the events of season and time, violent overthrow of the so-called white man. This transition of power. We actually in a generation where power is about to be transferred. You go into the book of Daniel. He was in that time where he was in the, under the Babylonians. It was able to be in that same time period where it was time for it will be transferred into the Medes. Well, we in that generation where we in the toes of that statue, and we're gonna actually be a part of that transition into the kingdom, man. Lord, only part of that righteous number, But we are seeing the events of season and time. We at the end of this place, man. So yeah, I just hope to edify. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Let's teach the word in our true faith and sincerity. DTA, the Bible Ball. Soon. Very soon.